After the beautiful start of some teams this season at Rolling Launch, we are back for the second qualifying event, the block bumping. Hello everyone, I'm Mark, and this event, as the name suggests, is a test of strength and teamwork. One team at a time will have a maximum of 3 chances to push the block as far as they can. If the team has 3 invalidated runs, it will then be disqualified. For the one to be validated, at least one team member must be on the track, and also if the block is not entirely in the track, the run will be also considered invalid. First, let's look at the test run by the Downbreakers, one of our mystic testers, and as we can see here, he's a perfect example of not a good push and not a thing that we need to do. The first two marbles members, nothing basically, they did nothing, but the third and fourth marble really saved their run, and it's all the way up to 45.5. Let's see what the teams in the A League can do. The conditions here are not the greatest, so I don't think we can expect runs better than the 80s, but let's see what the teams can do. First up, we have the Group A with the Slipstreams. Dead last in the first event, they really need something to do. They really need a great result in this event if they want to qualify, because the first event was a disaster by the reserve member, and the first push was pretty good, second was definitely nothing, third also did nothing, and the fourth marble, the anchor, pretty good, but oh my goodness, only all the way up to 40s, lower than the test run. I don't think that this will be a good result for the Slipstreams again. The first event was already a shock for the team, a shocker for the team, and 44.2 is not a good start by this team. Let's see what the Pollen Protectors can do. 7th place in the last event in the Group A at the Rolling Launch. One of their members did nothing, basically nothing that event. First push was amazing, second and third push, but they pushed the block, but the block was flipped and it would be considered an invalid push because the block is not in the right position, and because of that also I forgot to say that if the block was not in the right position, they will also be counted as an invalid run. But oh my goodness, what could have been a good run for the Pollen Protectors? They will have to go again, and that is the second attempt already, and we have it in the second run of the day. We have an invalid push. The first 2 pushes was pretty clean, third push was great, and what the anchor can do, we really need to save the run to get a very good result. And yes, 62 already. Oh my goodness, what? How the Pollen Protectors did that? Slipstreams, they got a 44.2, so the Pollen Protectors will have a very, very good lead and a very good margin between them and the Slipstreams, and we can see here this is a pretty good run, 62.95. That's amazing for the Pollen Protectors, almost 20 centimeters ahead of these Slipstreams. Now it's time for the Triumphal Troopers, a team that got 6th in the first event. What they can do in this one: first push, the marble came down. First push was pretty good. Second was very, very mid. Third push was not the greatest. And the anchor, it's a pretty good anchor, but it's a last little push, and it will pass the 57. I think that will be a pretty decent push. I mean, second place is guaranteed because they will obviously be ahead of the Slipstreams. Absolutely terrible run again for the Slipstreams. I'm pretty sure they will finish in the bottom 2. And yeah, Triumphal Troopers, 58.1. That's a pretty good push. Let's see how these will stack with the other marbles, because we still have 5 runs to go in the Group A, and we will have now the Puppy Crew. One of the marbles really slow to enter in the funnel, but yeah, first marble already in the funnel. That is not the greatest push, but they turned the block. Second push was pretty good. Third marble was decent again, and what the anchor can do, and I think that's the captain, and that's a pretty good push, pretty good. And I mean, the anchor was not the greatest, but Overall, the run I think will be a solid run by the Puppy Crew. Let's see how this will be compared with the Pollen Protectors. Will they beat? I don't think they beat the Pollen Protectors run, because it's a little better. Yeah, 61, maybe 61 and a half, 61.6. Second place for the Puppy Crew so far, and the run's just getting way better than the Slipstreams and the Test Run Downbreakers team. Both of these two had pretty bad runs, but the other three pretty decent. Now let's see how the statistical car can do. First push was massive. Oh my god, second push was basically nothing. Same that the Slipstreams did before. Third push was messy, and the fourth one is pretty great, but it really saved the run. But oh my goodness, first push was, look at this, amazing. They pushed the block all the way up to already 30s, and the second marble did nothing in the block, basically. The third marble did a pretty good, but in the fourth marble, really, I think the first and the fourth push was pretty great, and because of that, just be fourth by the Citation Choir. That's not the greatest one that we want to see here. Now it's time for the Ivory Impact. This team finishing a bronze, with a bronze in the first event by Warthog. Let's see what this team can do. The first push, oh my god, the second and third coming. Oh my god, the first three pushes was massive, but they also, the block is out of the track, and because of that, they will be considered an invalid push. But I think that was a pretty good push in the meantime. 54, I think. That's not the greatest, but not the bad run by the Ivory Impact, but they will have to go again because of they pushed the block away from the track. And let's see what they can do with the second attempt. Let's see, the first one, but already very good. Second was pretty good, but they flipped the block, and because of that, if they need to do something and they do not, and because of that, another invalid push by the Ivory Impact, and that's not good because they just have one more attempt to try to push the block in the right way. Let's see if the Ivory Impact can do something. Will they get another invalid push and will be disqualified? This would be a shame. This would be a very bad result for the team. Let's see, first push was pretty good. Let's see what they can do. Second push was very mad. Second and third coming with a pack, and it's not a bad run at all, I think. Actually, I think they passed the 60s. Let's see, the second push was, I think, the low part of this run. But and yeah, look at this, 62.8. That's very close to the Pollen Protectors, but it's just good enough for second for the Ivory Impact, but still a very good run. After two invalid runs, they get this result. That is amazing for the team that is in a pretty good position to qualify. Now the Dazzling Stars, the second to last run in the Group A. First was push. This was great. Second and third, not great at all. It was very bad by the second and third marble. Let's see what the Anchor can do. It's not great by the Anchor too. But oh my goodness, the captain of the team did a very good job pushing the block way far in the first push. But the second and third, and also the Anchor, didn't find a great way to push their co-members, their teammates, and because of that, it's just good enough for penultimate place in 6 out of 7. And now the last run of the Group A, Prismatic Primroses, winners of the first event in the qualifiers for the Group A. Let's see what this team can do. They did a very good job in the rolling launch. Let's see. First two marbles coming very quickly and pretty, I think, didn't work out well. But the Anchor did a very good job pushing the block in a pretty good way. I think that's the word. And because of that, I think this will be a pretty decent run by the Prismatic Primroses. Yeah, 4th place, 58.225. But anyone beat the run by the Pollen Protectors. Prismatic Primroses will finish in 4th, but the Pollen Protectors, with their second attempt, they got a 62.95, and that will be the record so far compared with the other runs, and it will be the mark to beat in the next few groups. And in the standings, we have the I think the prismatic primroses is still in first, but the pineapple checkers is very close behind of the prismatic primroses. Now it's time for the group B. But let's start with the carnival masks. They finished dead last in the first event. Not a good job by one of our members that is competing today. And let's see what they can do here. First push was pretty decent. Second and third marble coming with a pack, and this is a massive push by the carnival mask. Let's see what the anchor can do. It's a pretty good push too. It's all the way up to 69. Oh my goodness, what? How did he do that? Look at this. This first marble was great, but the second and third marble was the peak moment of this run. The fourth marble, not the greatest, but I think, yeah, 69.95. That is amazing. Almost 70s. Oh my goodness. Will be able to see these more? I don't think so, but that is an amazing run by the carnival masks for sure. Now it's time for the outer sphere. Sorry, they did not a great job in the first event. They finished 7th. First marble, they just stopped in the track, and that because of that, the second and third push was terrible. Let's see what the anchor can do, but the run doesn't look the greatest. And yes, oh my goodness, they didn't pass the 45, I think. That, oh, look at this. The marble just stopped in the track, and they really hurt their teammate to get a great push. And the third and fourth marble also didn't recover the team, and because of that, just 46 flat. That's not a great run by the outer spheres. I don't think they will be able to get a good result compared with the Group A results. They will probably finish in that last. But let's see how this will stack up with the rest of the group. Now it's time for the Vermilion Velvets. They finished 6th in the first event. Let's see what they can do here. First 2 pushes was not the greatest, not very bad. Third push was great, but also they flipped the block, and because of that, it will be considered an invalid run. And I think that's the third time that we will have an invalid run today, and in just less than 2 groups. And let's see what the Vermilion Velvets can do in the second attempt. Let's see. One of them was really slow to enter in the funnels, but let's see what they can do here in the second attempt. First marble in the second come very quickly. The same strategy that the Arbor Impact did in the Carnival Masks did, but the anchor need to save the run right now because the block is out of the track. What the anchor can do? Oh my goodness, no, they didn't save the run. And this could be a pretty good run actually. I don't think this would be a very bad run, but the anchor didn't save the run, and because of that they need to go again, and that is not good because this is the last attempt or in the last chance to the Vermilion Velvets to get a valid run. Let's see, will the Vermilion Velvets be able to get a very good run or not? First 2 pushes was amazing. Oh my goodness, will they be able to pass the Carnival Max, or they will not pass the Carnival Max? Oh, the anchor, really good anchor. Look at this, very clean run by the Vermilion Velvets after 2 invalid runs. The third run was pretty good. I think the third one was really hurt their team. And oh, just 68.2. But oh my goodness, this could be an amazing run by the Vermilion Velvets, but the third marble really hurt their teammates, and because of that they need to settle for the second place. Now it's time for the Foliage Fusion, our 4th run of this group. And let's see, the first marble was not great. Second one also very slow start for this team. Finished 5th in the first event, and this run doesn't look the greatest also. Yeah, oh my goodness. Not even past the 50s. It's just good enough for 47 and something else. And some more millimeters, let's see. And let's see the score, but I don't think this will be a good run. Yeah, just 3rd out of 4, 47 and 45. Almost 47 and a half. And not a good result by the Foliage Fusion at all. Now it's time for the Cottontail Coalition. And this team, with the reserve, finished the event in 4th place last time in the rolling out. Let's see what they will be able to do in the block bumping. First 2 pushes was pretty good. Let's see what the 3rd and 4th member can do. 3rd member was not the greatest, and the 4th one, oh, not very good also. Actually, the anchor was pretty decent, but again, the marbles just need to, the team need to get a good strategy, because if one of their members is staying in the track, in the middle of the track, they will hurt the other members that is coming in the funnels, and because of that, it's just good enough for the middle of the pack. The third out of P3 out of P5 is not good by the Cocktail Coalition, but let's see. Now it's time for the Wise Watchers, and oh my goodness, one of their members really slow, really taking that time to enter the funnels, but they would be the first marble to push the block, and this was pretty good push. Second and third was basically nothing, and was very messy. Let's see what the anchor can do of the Wise Watchers. They need to save the run, and it's also nothing. Oh my goodness, that was not a good run by the Wise Watchers. The first push was very decent, the second one is not great, but the third one and the fourth one was terrible, just terrible. Basically, they didn't push the block in the right way, and because of that, they would just go to P4 with a push of 51.65. Now the second run, the penultimate run of this group, the Deal Drop Dancers, they got a very good result with Serenade, one of their members that is competed today. And Serenade will push the block first, actually. That's a pretty good push. Second and third was again not good. Let's see what the anchor can do. Is nothing. Again, the anchor. Oh my goodness. I think the anchor was probably then and the first member to push the block is the two most important members, because look at this. The third, second, and fourth member of the Dewdrop Dancers did nothing, and because of that, it's just good enough for P6. Oh my goodness, that is not good. Let's see what the Sea Dragons can do. The winners of this event in the qualifiers at the Rolling Launch. Let's see what they will be able to do. They have a very good run, and the record, they hold the record of the fastest run of the Rolling Launch, and this push is looking pretty good. The first three pushes was decent. Let's see the anchor, and oh no, the anchor. What happened with the team? The first push was pretty good. Second push was not the greatest, but they have a very good strategy to put the block a little outside of the track, a little, and didn't work out apparently. Just P4 out of 8 teams, but it's good enough for a top half by the Sea Dragons. But anyone beat the run, the masterful run of the Carnival Masks, they will win with a 69.95, and they will jump all the way up to second place. And the Vermilion Velvets also jump 3 spots to third. Dewdrop Dancers fall to the relegation zone, and the Sea Dragons still in the lead. Now it's time for the Group 3, the Group C, where we have the Kindle Keepers, the last place team in the standings for this group. They did a very poor job with their captain in the last event. Let's see what they can do with it in a strength event. First two pushes was not bad, but not the greatest. Also, we also see better pushes. The third marble, oh my goodness, it's just nothing. And the fourth marble, the anchor, they did nothing much than push a little, some centimeters, but I don't think this will be the greatest run by the Kindle Keepers. Let's see how this will stack with the rest of the group. Yeah, 53.70. That would be good enough for a top half in the last group, in the Group B, but I don't think. Let's see what the other teams can do, because this run doesn't look the most good run of this day. Let's see the Toxic Bombers. They also did a very poor job in the Rolling Launch. The third marble, oh my goodness, they fall off the track, and because of that, the anchor did much too. And oh, this was a disaster by the Toxic Bombers. It was looking a pretty decent run in the first two pushes, but the third marble, they just go out of the track, and the fourth one really did a good job, but it's just good enough for P2, 48.9. That's not good by the Toxic Bombers. Let's see what the Pump Powerhouses can do. Will they get a very good result, or they will do the same that the Toxic Bombers did in the last run. Let's see. First push of the pump powerhouse was decent. Second and third was okay. And the anchor, oh, the anchor was a good anchor. Oh my goodness. They go all the way up to 59. Let's see. First push was pretty decent, go to the 30s. Second was decent. Third was okay, I guess. And the fourth one really did a really good job to push to 59.45. It's almost 59.5. That is a good push by the pump powerhouses. Let's see how these restack with the other teams in this group. The Rebel Rodents, it's the next one. They are just outside of the qualifying zone. The first push, oh, it's an invalid push. Oh my goodness, I will say that the run, this could be a very good run because the first marble already pushed the block a little outside of the track, and this could be a good strategy for the teams, but apparently it didn't work out. The second marble just pushed outside completely of the track, and it's an invalid run. Second attempt by the Rebel Rollers, again flip the block, and that is not good. They need to flip the block again and put the block in the right way, and the push is looking so good, but the block is, oh no, an invalid one again. But the push looking so good, all the way up to 59, I think, again. But the block is just in a not the right position, and because of that they need to go again, and that is the last chance that the Rebel Rodents have to get a good push. Will they be able to do this, or they will just screw it up and just lose every chance that they have to get a good push? But the first push was amazing. Second and third pretty messy, but what the anchor can do is nothing. The anchor did nothing. Oh my goodness. The first push actually was, I think, the best first push that we saw today. But the second and third, and especially the fourth marble, was just terrible. But 59.6 is also good enough for first place. The runs here just getting better and better. But let's see, it's just also already just 4 runs, and we have more 4 runs to go, so everything can happen. Let's see what the Coastal Crushers can do. Fourth place last event. First push was pretty good. Second was okay. The third, remember, oh, that is a pretty good push actually too. What the anchor can do at the Coastal Crushers, and that is a great anchor. Oh, it's good enough for 69. Oh my goodness. But will this compete with the record of the Pollen Protectors, the Carnival Mask, sorry, set it in the last group? Let's see. No, just 69.7. That is a very good push by the Coastal Crushers, and they will get guaranteed a top half finish in this event. But we still have 3 runs to go, so anything can happen here. Shimmering Sunburst is the next one. Third place in the last event. Let's see what they can do here. First push was okay. The second push was good. What the other 2 members can do. Third push was pretty good too. What the anchor can do? Oh, nothing. The anchor did basically nothing again. The anchor they need to find a good line to push the block and or their teammates, because if they push the block or the team members in a bad way, they will cause this. It's just 61.2 by the Shimmering Sunburst. That's unfortunately of what could have been a very good push, and probably competed to be the best run of this group. But it's good enough for second, and they will also guarantee the top half finish. Now it's time for the second to last run of this group, the Juggernauts. First 2 pushes was not the greatest, I can say this. What the last 2 members can do. Third member, not the greatest, and the fourth one, oh, that is not good. But actually, this push was way better than I thought. 59, I think, or 58. Yeah, it's a 58 actually. They will have a pretty decent run. I think they will go to 4th place, P5 actually, and actually not the greatest run that I'm talking about, but 58.8 is not a very bad push, I mean. But they will just go to 5th place for the Juggernauts. Not the great for the runners up in the first event. Now it's time for the glowstones, the winners of the first event. They will go with attack in the first 2 pushes. That is good. Third member did basically nothing. What the anchor can do? Oh, nothing again. And this will actually be way lower than I thought. The score will be way lower. I thought this could be, past the 60s, but I don't think they reached the 55. Yes, 53.75 is just good enough for P6. Actually, that is a very bad run by the glowstones. They will just go to 6th place, the winners of the first event. But anyone beat the first try run by the Coastal Crushers. 69.7 was a very good push, and they will jump to the lead. Shimmering Sunburst will go to 2nd, Glowstones drop to the 3rd, Jazz Juggernauts drop to 4th, but look at this, the Kindle Clippers and Toxic Bombers bottom 2 in the first and 2nd event, and also 7 in 1st and the 2nd event for any of these 2 teams, and that is not good performances by these 2 teams. But it's time for the Group D, the last group of the day. And let's start with the team that did very bad in the first event, but is doing really good job here, the Origami Ornaments. Let's see the anchor. What the anchor can do? Oh, it's basically nothing, but it's good enough for already 67. They reached the 67 mark. Will they have a very good, will they stay in this position? Because look at this, the first 3 pushes was very good. The anchor really messed up, but 67.45 in the first run of this group is already in a very good margin to the other teams to beat. You know, the pressure over the other 7 teams is way big than I thought. But let's see, Mossy Masters, look at this first 2 pushes, was amazing. Third marble, basically nothing. In the fourth one, again nothing. They did nothing pushing the block. The first 2 pushes was actually pretty good by this team, but the third and the fourth marble really lack of strength, and showing that this team is not the greatest in this event. But 55.6 is not the worst push that we saw today. Now let's see what these will stack to the group. So far they will be in the 2nd place. Now Ignition Pulses, what this team can do. They are in 6th place so far in the standings. Let's see what they will be able to do. First 2 pushes was not good at all. Let's see. Third push was also very messy. The fourth one, oh, look at this. The anchor just fall off the track, and because of that, the run will be a very bad run by the Ignition Pulses. I don't think they reached the 49 mark. Let's see. Look at this. The fourth member, the anchor, really lack of experiences, showing the lack of experience that this team have, and they were just good enough for the last place so far. Lunar Outriders just missed out for the top half finish in the last event with Yana. Let's see what this team can do in this strength event. First marble, they have a okay push. Let's see, 2nd and 3rd. Pretty good pushes by the 2nd and 3rd marble. Let's see what the anchor can do, and it was a pretty good anchor too. They passed the 63. Will they pass to the 64? I don't think, but let's see. This looks a pretty good push by the Lunar Outriders, but I don't think they will be able to pass the Origami Ornaments. And yeah, 2nd place by them is not a bad result by the Lunar Outriders. 5th place overall in this standing so far with a 63.9 push is not a bad push at all for the team. Now time by the Electrojets. They finished 4th in the last event. Let's see what the Electrojets, sorry guys, can do in this event. Let's see, the first marble very far at the other marbles. The second, oh, they flipped the block. They need to flip the block again and put it in the right way if they want to have a valid run, and it's not going to happen. And also the run doesn't look the greatest. 53 would be I think 4th out of 5 runs so far, but they will have another chance to show their strength in this event. Or they have a strength in this event? Let's see, because the first one doesn't look this. Oh, the first one of their marbles, one of their members really struggling to get into the funnels, and this happened a lot today. But let's see, the first event, the first marble flipped, they turned the block. Second push was pretty good too. They really can do something here. Let's see. Third push was not good. What the anchor can do of the Electrojets, Will they push? And oh my goodness, that's actually lower than the score was. Is lower than the last score that they had with a 50, I think 53 and a half, something like that. And this doesn't look the greatest. Yeah, 51 and a half. That's just good enough for P4. Anyway, by the Electrojets, that is not good by them. Now Swifty Swans, let's see what this team can do. Just have 3 more runs to go, and the Origami Ornaments finally will have their top half finish that they really want. First 2 pushes of the Swifty Swans are not good. Third push was terrible by the Swifty Swans. Let's see what the anchor can do. And the anchor was actually a pretty good anchor. Oh my goodness, 63. They go all the way up to 63. Let's see what they will be able, in which position they will stay. But I think they will just good enough for third or second. Yeah, third place by the Swifty Swans. But look at the Z anchor, was amazing by this team. But it's just good enough for third because of their third member that did basically nothing, pushing the block. And now it's time for the second to last run of this group in the day also. The Glaciators, let's see what this team can do. First push was pretty good, second was nothing, third was pretty decent, and the fourth, oh my goodness, the fourth one. What happened with the anchor of the team? First push was actually not the greatest that what I'm talking about. The second and third also pretty okay, but the fourth one really did nothing, pushing the block, and it's just good enough for that last 45.25. That is not good by the Glaciators. Second place in the standing so far. They will have a very poor result today. And now the last run of the day, the Starship Speedsters, the winners of this group at the Rolling Lounge. Let's see what this team can do. First marble. They will go out of the track. Third push was amazing. Oh my goodness, what the anchor can do. This run could be a run of their of the team and of the day, and it's good enough for 67. And am I seeing this correctly? Let's see. The third marble. Look at this. Amazing push by the third marble, and the fourth one was also pretty good, and it's just good enough, and it's a first place. The Starships Speedsters really saved their run. The last of the best. Oh my goodness, what am I talking about? The Starship Speedsters get the win. The Ornaments go get the second place in the event, and also the Lunar Outriders got their first medal of the qualifiers. They jumped to third place, and that is it, everyone. This is the end of the block bumping event. I hope to see you back in the next video that will come out soon. The Collective Pursuit, an event that has the teamwork of the teams, and I hope to see you then. Goodbye, everyone.